Hey guys, welcome back to another review video. As promised in my last unboxing video of the In Era Thunderbolt, I did say I will show you guys the internal body frame once it is done. So here it is. I hope you guys like it. I personally really like the internal frame or the internal body structure. I think the details are very good. It's definitely one of the best inner frame that I've ever built in terms of the model kit. So what I will show you is the articulation of the In Era Thunderbolt while it is on the skeleton form. I think it will be a bit more tricky once it has all the armor on. So I will show you the articulation, and also towards the end of the video there will be some video footage of the In Era Thunderbolt as well, and I have zoomed into some of the details just so you guys can see the mobile suit a bit better. And for now, just want you to take a quick look of the skeleton of the Thunderbolt. The head unit is actually slightly different to what the instruction manual would guide you in terms of getting the skeleton body complete. There are actually a few parts that I've taken out for the head unit because I want to show you the pure skeleton of the internal frame. But I'm sure you guys would be interested in seeing the head unit properly. So what I will do, I will put on this extra armor on the head unit, and then I'll come back to you very shortly. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Here we are. This is with the official fully assembled head unit. What do you guys think now? Do you guys like it? I like the V-fin as well as the unicorn horn. The bird beak is hit and miss. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, but I think in the long terms I don't have to worry about it because I bought the head unit conversion, which will make the Thunderbolt look a little bit more like a normal Gundam head. As I mentioned in my last video, the head unit conversion kit will be arriving in 2 to 3 weeks. So when that arrives, I will do a quick video to show you guys as well. So this head unit is pretty much 95% as per the instruction menu. The only one part that I haven't put is like a blue translucent part which fits in front of the eye unit as well as the mouth guard. So it's like a shield in front of your face. I'm sure a lot of you guys would prefer the head unit without that translucent blue shield because you can see the face properly. So even though this is according to the instruction menu to have the head unit like this, you can actually customize it as well. Let me bring it closer. So first of all, the head unit, you can move the unicorn horn backwards, so you might prefer that look. I personally think that looks a lot cooler. And then this little mouth guard, the red part, you can remove that as well. So let me show you quickly. Right, this little red part, it can come off quite easily, and then you can see the full mouth guard and the mouth. So if I put it back, it would look like this. I think it looks nicer without the small red additional mouth guard. And also what you can do, you can remove the bird beak, which is quite easy. You just pull it off. And here you have a different look again. And if you bring the horn back, it looks like this, which is cool. And if you don't like the V-fin or even the unicorn, you can remove that as well. You just click on, but I think it looks nicer with the horn. And likewise, the V-fin, you can have that removed as well. So I'll have to do it off camera because it's a little bit complicated, and I'll be right back. And we have a lighter version of the head unit. So I have removed the purple head cover, which was there, and also the V-fin on the side of the head unit. So now you have a more simplistic look, which is quite cool. So you can pretty much customize how you want the head unit to look on the Thunderbolt, which is really cool. So next I will show you the articulation. Bear with me, some of the parts might fall off because they are just the skeleton body, and some of the parts would rely on the external armor to hold them in place, but I'll try my best not to drop anything. So here, as I mentioned, you can move the unicorn horn blade. The head, you can look up and down, left and right. There's a ball joint there. The neck, there is another joint that you can see. It moves around quite a lot as well, which is very cool. The arm, this has a butterfly joint right here, so you can pull this out like that, and that will give you additional movement to swing the arm backwards as well as forward. And you probably noticed that I haven't pushed the arm all the way in, as well as the legs right here. They're not in fully because once you assemble the skeleton body, you will have to remove the arms, the legs, and maybe the torso in order to fit the armor on top. So let's move on. So on the shoulder, you have this movement. The front and back, they move up and down, which is cool. The arm obviously come up. Here you have the joint, so you can bend it like this, which is a double joint. Pretty cool. This armor, you can move it in or out as well, not by much. And then the arm, you can twist the forearm as well. And this, you can turn your fist, and there's that movement as well. And here I'll show you the hand. You can change it from the weapon holding hands, trigger hands, open hands, or the closed fist. Sorry about that. And the thumb is on a ball joint, and there's also another hinge here as well, so you can give a thumbs up, and you can also bend that joint like that, which is pretty cool. And on top of the torso, I've noticed you can lift this purple bits up and down, but the finished product, this stays down. I think there's another armor to sit on top, so you might not be able to move that once it is done. The torso is pretty good. Obviously you can turn left and right. You can do that 360 degree right now without any armor on. And you can do the abs crunch, which is quite a lot. and you can also tilt it sideways. And then the skirt, you can pretty much move them. The rear one you can move up and down as well. And the side one is on a ball joint, and then the separate link, so you can move at quite a lot of different angle. But then once you have the armor on, it might be quite restricted. And then here you can see the hips and the leg joint as well. It might be easier if I removed the legs in order to show you the articulation. So let's take a look at this joint first. So there's a swing joint right here, but you can also swing this independently to gain additional articulation. It's very cool. So taking a look at the leg, so you can tip the toe, and then the midpoint, you can bend that down as well. And here you can turn the foot left and right, and also tilt at an angle as well. It's very cool. And here you can see there's another movement right there. And here the upper leg, when I bend this, the mechanical part that will move as well. So let me show you. And then the lower leg, when I bend that further down, you will see the piston come out, as well as the booster and the flaps moved as well. So I'll try and do that to show you. So upper leg movement first, and then if you keep bending, see the piston coming down, and also the rear booster also moved. Sorry, this is still very tight at the moment. See that? So they all moved. So try and close this again. Like that. I'll show it again. From the other side. It's all very, very tight. So there's a lot of moving parts down on the legs, which is super cool. I really like it. So let's put the leg back on. As you can see, everything is quite tight, but you can play around with the articulation. It is safe to do that. Okay, let me try and get him to stand again. Right. So I think that's pretty much all of the articulation. I might have missed some, but you know, as you can see, there's a lot of moving parts. The articulation is really, really good. So what I will do now is to show you the Thunderbolt on a spinning top, and you will be able to see the better details in the video as well. So enjoy, and I will see you when the Thunderbolt is fully complete. Take care.